Hello, 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 everyone. This is Renee Michaels. Have you ever wondered if you're using the correct method to wash your hands? You are not alone. So today I'm going to talk about hand washing with soap and water, hand sanitizer, and the 3 top ways nurses wash their hands. I can't wait for you to hear. So first I want to start out with the 20-second rule. Where did that come from? Well, through research, they found that it takes a minimum of 20 seconds to get off dirt and grime and pesticides and chemicals. And all this I'm talking to you is through the CDC research. So it's online, and I wanted to share something with authority to you. So anything shorter than 20 seconds is just not effective. I just want to be sure that this is recording. It is. The next is lathering. So we need to lather our hands. And what the lather does is it traps all of the dirt and the germs and the chemicals and the pesticides to help remove it. So the more lather that there is, the more that will be washed away. How about paper towels and turning off the faucets? So this is what the CDC recommends. We need to need to put water on our hands, then put soap, and then turn off the faucet to save money, to save resources. Wash your hands, lather them up, and then turn the faucets back on, and then rinse your hands off. So they said if you feel uncomfortable lathering up your hands and then touching the faucet, you can just keep the faucet running and then put your hands under the water to rinse all the debris off. So let's talk about soap. So do we use antibacterial soap or plain soap? And the CDC recommends that we use plain old soap. So no antibacterial soap. Antibacterial soap can have so many different harsh chemicals that really are toxic to our system. And the more that we use them over and over again, that makes our systems just lower resistance, more cause for antibiotic resistance, which we don't want. So the question is, which soap should you use? Not antibacterial, just plain old soap. I really believe that that's like one of the most important things. I think that's what's caused so much antibacterial resistance, is because we've used antibacterial everything. It's in everything. So our body is just full of chemicals, and now antibiotics are not responding as they should. Plain old soap, you guys. Next is, how about if we don't have soap, but we just have water? Is that effective? And CDC says yes. So if we're just going to use water, we're using water, we're rubbing our hands down, using friction as much as possible, and then rinsing our hands off. Does it take off all of the germs? Absolutely not, but it's better than nothing. Drying our hands. So do we dry our hands with paper towels, or do we let them air dry? CDC says that there is no benefit to either. They both work the same. How about using a towel? So if we use a towel, do we have to change it every time we use it? And the answer is no. Just make sure that your towel is clean. Once you see visible signs of dirt, then you do want to change that towel over. Next, let's talk about hand sanitizers. Our hand sanitizers should have at least 60% alcohol, because hand sanitizers kills the germs on your hands, while soap and water removes the germs on the hands. So sanitizers kill the germs that are on the hands, and soap and water removes the germs that are on your hands. But remember, with hand sanitizers, it kills the germs that are on your hands, but not all types of germs. It doesn't remove chemicals or pesticides. Hand sanitizers, as I said, need to be at least 60% alcohol, and that includes our hand sanitizing wipes. Our hand sanitizing wipes are fine to use, but what about baby wipes? Baby wipes are not okay to use because they don't have that alcohol. You would never put that alcohol in a baby's bottom. So baby wipes will just wash away that external little debris that's on there, but it doesn't disinfect. So that brings me to the next one, disinfecting wipes. Disinfecting wipes is meant for counter surfaces, has lots of chemicals on them. Do we use them on our hands? Absolutely not. It's going to cause so many skin irritations. So if hand sanitizers have less than 60% alcohol, it really isn't effective, and you should just not use that hand sanitizer at all. Next, I want to talk about are 3 ways that nurses clean their hands. And I have to tell you a short story. My brother and I we were out shopping, and our hands were really dirty from touching lots of things. And we wanted to stop at a furniture store, and we noticed that our hands were really dirty. We really just needed to clean our hands. We asked to use the bathroom. It was a oneer. I kept the door open so I could continue to talk to my brother, and I was washing my hands. And as I was washing my hands, he said, "You're such a nurse." And I thought, "You're such a nurse. How am I such a nurse? Why am I different in washing my hands than he is?" And I started to think about it. So when I wash my hands, I really wash my hands. Okay, and they say 20 seconds. And if you have a hard time with 20 seconds, it should be the happy birthday song twice. But when I wash my hands as if I'm doing surgery. So when we wash our hands doing surgery, we actually wash our hands, our wrist, and all the way up to our elbows. And when I went into that bathroom, I pulled up my sleeves, and that's exactly what I was doing. We actually use a brush for that motion, a brush that does contain a different kind of solution, which I won't even talk about, but a cleaning agent. And I wash my hands. I go in between my fingers. I definitely use the soap and the brush on the outer part of my baby finger, which a lot of people forget. When you wash your hands, you just, wash your hands like this, right? But as a nurse, and I was thinking about how I did that with my brother to even mention that, I definitely wash my hands. I wash them like this. I go in between my fingers. I just do a quick motion and do under my nails. I do my wrist, I go down. I do my wrist, I go down. I make a nice lather. So that's how I wash. How do I take the soap off of my hands? So if you put your hands under the water, what happens? That water continues to go down and drip off of your elbow, right? So when I do that as a nurse, and I've done this for 41 years, I'm actually rinsing my hand, and I'm putting my hand in the water and then going up. So as I'm up, the water is dripping down. The water isn't dripping down over my clean hands. So I go under the water, and then I go up, and then I go under the water, and I go up. Now, what do I do after that? I get a towel. When I dry my hands, I get the towel, and I put one hand underneath, and I dry on top, and I wipe from clean down to dirty, and then I put my hand under the other side, and then I'm still on top of the towel, and I wash in between my fingers, and then I go from clean and down to dirty, and then I throw my towel away. And I thought, that's exactly what makes me different than my brother. So I guess I do, after 41 years, I do have a different way of washing my hands. But I think the most important way for you to feel as though you are being effective in how you're washing your hands is to do it for 20 seconds. to create a good lather, to get even between your fingers, on the sides, get under your nails quickly. You know, just go through all 10 fingers. Make sure you get your wrists. Rinse your hands and then wipe your hands dry. So I would love for you to comment below, how do you wash your hands? Are you the soap and water kind of girl, or are you the hand sanitizer girl? Which do you think that you use most often? I would love to hear below, and stay protected, stay healthy, stay safe. I love you all very much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.